Good day, it's Picken, CEO and founder of the Global Wealth Group, and I want to bring you this wealth insight from Zermatt in Switzerland, one of the most incredible cities high up in the Alps. And I actually went skiing yesterday, about 3,800 meters. What is this wealth insight about? It's about patience. Now, I'll be frank with you, this is one of the hardest things for me personally. I've always said patience is not a virtue that I'm born with. And yet, as I've learned, and I've unfortunately had to learn through the life of hard knocks, is that patience is a virtue that you need to learn. And if you look at nature and if you look at the laws of nature, if a lady gets pregnant, she cannot speed up the process. It takes 9 months. If the animals want to go across the plains, there's a process, and patience is part of a cycle. And really, when we look at our lives, and when I look at some of the youngsters coming through, they want to. They want success overnight. Everyone wants to have that overnight success. And yet Malcolm Gladwell talks about the rule of 10,000 hours, where it's something that you have to master. Anything you want to be good at in your life, both in your personal space or in your professional space, you need to have patience. And what's interesting is that this is a lesson. I'm 44 and I'm only really learning this lesson now. I think that surrendering to the process and just trusting the process and looking at the laws of nature is so important. And it reminds me of the prayer that my father taught me, the serenity prayer, which is: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And as much as those words make sense, embodying them and living them is truly something that I'm struggling with, and that I know that I need to do to go to the next level. And so this is the weekly wealth insight, not only for myself, but for others, on to really reach a life of fulfillment. Sometimes you've got to have patience, trust the process, and you've got to have courage to surrender. And, then you've got to have faith that it'll all work out for the best. That's this weekly wealth insight coming from Zermatt in Switzerland. Hope you enjoy this magnificent view behind. You can see all the flowers, which are pretty magnificent. And if you enjoy these, they come out every Friday. Subscribe to the channel. We want to empower 1 billion people, but it starts with one person at a time. And I hope you enjoy these lessons, the self-belief, so that you too can go out and create a life of fulfillment and a magnificent life for yourself. Cheers, till next week.